Alright, so I'm cleaning up surgery here. We just had a pretty sad explore that we didn't end up taking any, well, I wasn't in the surgery actually, but they ended up doing an exploratory that ended in euthanasia, so there's really not anything, there's no samples or anything that have gone out, but I did ask them to leave me a mess, and they did that for me. So I've got my sharps all set aside. He set aside the scalpel blade here that I can take apart, and I'm going to put this in the sharps container, which is over on the floor over there. I am recording myself, so I can't show, or I will at the end. I'm going to take my blade and my needle over to the sharps container, and then I'm going to just drop all of the instruments into this one bucket here and set this aside for cleanup. And bucket here. I'm going to push this away. This is all going to be trash. These are all the drapes, and we can just put that in the regular trash, which I'll take out to the dumpster once I'm finished cleaning up. The tubing will get cleaned and put into gas sterilization, and anything metal is going to get cleaned with the instruments and then lubricated to dry. I do have a little bit of fat there that I can throw into our biological waste. Anything that comes out of the body would go into these, and what we do with that afterwards is it goes into the in the back for paws, whiskers, and wags. We put it in the freezer, and they'll pick that up to take to the incinerator, the crematorium, like once a month. So that can all go in there, and the cautery will also go into sterilization, so I'll just wrap that up. I want to make sure that I'll take the cautery tip out of that when I take it during the cleaning process. We want to make sure that we get the light covers off of the lights before we finish up. So this will go over there. So anything that's paper, any drapes will go into the trash, and these cloths will go into surgery laundry, which gets washed separately than with regular laundry. And regular towel, that'll just go into regular laundry. These are clean paper towels. I brought them to clean up because paper towels are in the other room. So regular towels will go into the regular laundry. Green cloths will go into a surgery laundry. We actually wash the bear hugger in the surgery laundry as well, sterile laundry, because it is on the surgery table, so it could be in the surgical field, although most of the time, you know, it's covered up with drapes, just to be safe. I can't get it untied right now. We've got all of our monitoring equipment here, which needs to be wiped down, and we use a disinfectant spray. I've also got the cautery plate here as well that we clean off with a disinfectant spray as well. It's the kennel cleaner. And all I'll really do with that is just spray it down real well and wipe it off. And wipe the table off. I'll use this as well to wipe off all of the monitoring equipment over there. Anything that was on the patient we'll want to make sure has gotten sterilized post-operatively. I'll clean this up. This does not get sterilized or go into the gas. It just gets wiped off and cleaned off real well, and then put it over there back for the cautery machine so it doesn't get misplaced. But this is actually laying under the patient, under the drape, so it doesn't need to be actually sterile. gonna look around for any kind of towels that might have been thrown on the floor to collect blood. Like I said, I'm gonna spray this table off. Before I clean that off, I'm gonna use one of my clean paper towels. Take the bag off the machine. Want to make sure that the oxygen's been turned off, which we do that immediately after surgery, and then I can put the bags in the drawer here. Everything's labeled real well. I'm just gonna spray a paper towel, wipe down the SpO2 because you know that can get put into their mouth. The esophageal probe will get wiped off as well. The cuff, can take that apart and put it back in the drawer as well. EKG leads, I want to look at those and make sure that there's not any organic debris on them, but most likely they are. But you know what, we don't have EKG leads on this one because we use the esophageal stethoscope. But still, you would want to check it to make sure that there's not anything on it. And then also the SpO2, the CO2. There we go. Everything gets kind of, we'll just want to get that a good wipe down as well. Wipe those wires down. So now everything's just draped real easily over there. Fluid bags we'll want to dispose of. Most of the time it would actually travel with the patient, but unfortunately in this case the patient was euthanized. So this can be saved for sub-Q fluids or disposed of. So I'll just take it out into treatment and let the surgery nurses know that we have some available. We are running on apparently the whole nation is running on a fluid deficit. There, I got it easier this time, now that I've calmed down a little. So, surgery laundry in a separate surgery bin, regular laundry. I'll spray off the actual surgery table here as well. You can wipe off the bear hugger, anything, the handles, anything that anyone touched, really every surface in the surgery suite. Don't come in here. There we go. That's that. Alright, yeah, so I'll wipe this table off as well, and then to finish up in here, I will want to mop. After cleaning off all the table surfaces, I'll run a mop through here as well, and then close it off so that everyone knows that no one should be in here when there's not a surgery going on. Yeah, so I'll take my red bag back to the freezer, take all of my instruments over to the instrument cleaning, over to the sink, where I'll start getting them in the soak. And then this pottery here, I'll actually wipe off with a napkin with that same cleanser because it's got some blood on it. So I'll wipe that off with that same cleanser and a paper towel. And you won't soak this, we'll just wipe it off really well and then put it in a bag and put it in the gas sterilizer. And these as well will get soaked, but then dried off and put into a steam pouch to go into the gas sterilizer. And that's cleaning up the surgery suite.